What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with some breaking news regarding the Division 2. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But all of this information and more is on my Twitter page, X if you're nasty, so follow me over here at Kamikazevondoom for anything Division related before I make a YouTube video. Now this was just posted about an hour ago from the developers. And it's just your official announcement for Monday's live stream. So it says, join us on Twitch Monday, May 26th, as we celebrate the Battle for Brooklyn DLC and new season, Crossroads. So year 7, season 1 will be called Crossroads. Now, this live stream will be 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And yes, I will be covering it here on YouTube. And remember that following this, we will have the build up for basically the next day or so until the DLC is set to go live. Now remember, they said it's set to go live about 8 a.m. Central European time. So what, about 2 or 3 a.m. Eastern time, if I'm doing my math right. Anyways. But it will be 10 a.m. Eastern, so expect me to go live a little bit beforehand. That way we get ready, and then we can all watch it and have a live reaction together. Now, besides that, we do have a few things that are slated to be fixed for this Year 7 Season 1 update. So let's go ahead and go to their patch notes. Now, to go to their patch notes, you basically have to go to their oldest patch post, and then just exit out of here and you're at your Trello board. So here's the Trello board for the Division 2. Now every time we do this, we go over the same 3 categories: reported, investigating, and in progress, because some of these do get changed and some of them are scheduled to be completed by Tuesday. So starting with reported, we do have the PC issues. They did update the anti-cheat for the game on PC, so a lot of people have been having issues. Now they do have a workaround right here for it, so you could follow that, but it is a PC only issue and only after they updated their anti-cheat, and there's nothing really set to fix that right now. They just have a workaround for you. Same with the Premium and Premium Plus. It takes a while for it to I guess update on your account. So a lot of people would buy one, be like, yo, what the hell, it's broken. And then they'll buy the other one. So what they're basically saying here is you're not going to get refunded if you buy both of them. So just buy one, wait for it to actually process and update on your game, and then log out, log back in, whatever, update it, and then enjoy. Don't buy both of them because a lot of people are doing that. And it's mainly because of the processing time. For some people, whenever they buy things, whether it's bundles or what have you, it does take a while to process. Now, under the investigating tab, we do have that Scorpio bug. It is still in the game, and it is not set to be fixed. I don't see an update for this. So they do have the workaround. Basically, the Scorpio bug is still in the game. Do not equip the new skin and save it in your loadouts. Apparently, it is messing up the loadouts. After that, we have the Golden Bullet fix. This has actually no update. The visual bug for the loadouts, again, no update. And finally, the exclamation point. It's almost been 2 years and no update. Okay, now our last category, and then I'm going to give you an update video that everyone can watch. So the inconsistent hunter mask, this has been updated as of 3 hours ago, so it's still in progress. We'll see if they're going to fix that. So the hunter mask is still an issue. The agents that can't open up caches while their inventory is full, that is set to go live on Tuesday, the fix for that. They also have the fix for reanimated. Apparently it's supposed to be fixed, by Tuesday, even though the reanimated event ends on Tuesday, but GG's. And finally, the agent's sprint stopping and cover-to-cover animations getting skipped. That is also supposed to be fixed by Tuesday. But all right, all of this information and more is on my Twitter page, X if you nasty, so make sure to follow me over here at Kamikazevondoom for any Division-related news before I make a YouTube video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch you up to speed on everything Brooklyn DLC and everything Year 7 with this dev video. So I hope you enjoy. Hit the like, subscribe, you know the whole spiel. And I'll see you on Monday with that live stream. But all right, take care of yourself, enjoy the rest of your day, and roll that footage. Booyah!
Year 7 will continue expanding stash space along with the Battle for Brooklyn DLC.
Talking about the DLC, today we are thrilled to bring you an in-depth look at Battle for Brooklyn. Battle for Brooklyn expands the Division franchise with a gripping new story. Whether you're a veteran eager to dive deeper into the narrative or completely new to the franchise, the DLC has something for everyone. For the first time, players can explore post-pandemic New York in the fall, navigating iconic Brooklyn neighborhoods. You can tackle the new challenges solo or in co-op, making this DLC exciting for everyone. Let's take a look at what awaits agents in Brooklyn.
Battle for Brooklyn is set in the faithfully recreated Brooklyn neighborhoods of Brooklyn Heights and Dumbo, including some familiar areas for the Division 1 players, as well as some new areas never explored in the franchise.
Main missions take place off-site to allow for a greater bespoke story experience on your first playthrough.
And the traditional side missions are replaced by replayable missions you can access from the open world.
To experience everything that Battle for Brooklyn has to offer, it will take approximately 6 to 10 hours, especially if you want to discover all the activities we have prepared for you, including 4 control points, 12 living world activities, 10 bounty locations, 8 hunter readers, and a new set of collectible bounties.
The settlement evolves throughout the campaign in multiple stages. What we wanted to capture here is the feeling of community coming together, building and protecting themselves. Brooklyn was hit by the hurricane alongside Manhattan, only here things happened a bit differently. For some areas, the people in Brooklyn have come together to protect the shoreline from the hurricane, so its impact on the city has not been the same as in Manhattan. Moreover, the community has also started cleaning up after the storm. People in Brooklyn strive to rebuild their lives. They are looking into covering their base necessities in terms of food and water, so they are using the available space inside the city to do so, including the rooftops.
In the DLC, players will actually be facing an enemy that they are usually used to, or that they have been fighting already, and that's the cleaners. But there's a special twist on those cleaners, because they actually have a new weapon, which is what we call the Purple Flame. People might be familiar with the idea of the Purple Flame. Those who have played the Incursion, the Mirror Estate, they might have seen that already. This is something we introduced back then. But in this DLC, in Battle for Brooklyn, the cleaners have been able to find ways to mass produce this weapon, and this is really their main way of bringing destruction. This is how they've launched the assault on Brooklyn now, using that new weapon to really try to erase Brooklyn from the map. So as an agent, you have to go there, not just face the cleaners as you know them, but face the cleaners with that extra level of threat and of danger because of the Purple Flame. In-game, what this means, basically, is there is a new effect that is added to the usual fire effect you would get from the cleaners. Every time you face a cleaner that uses Purple Flame, you're not only going to be set on fire, but we're also adding a corrosion effect. And this corrosion, what it does is it's basically reducing your max armor. So the longer you engage in a fight against cleaners with Purple Flame, the lower your armor gets. And even if you use armor kits, even if you try to heal, you're only going to be able to go as high as what your new maximum is. And that maximum keeps decreasing the longer you fight them. And of course, this is part of our story. This is part of why the cleaners are coming to Brooklyn, or why you need to go there and stop them, because it's an unusual threat. It's something that even the civilians in Brooklyn are not used to. We're going to have to find out how did they produce it, where are they producing it, and how did they get all the supplies they need to actually be able to mass produce this new weapon.
No Division story would be complete without the Hunters. In Brooklyn, we have 8 new riddles and 8 masks that you can unlock, if you're willing to take on the challenge.
For the Brooklyn Hunters, we wanted their uniforms to actually match their mask designs a bit more than they usually do. And that will also echo into the game design of the puzzles that unlocks them. We wanted to create a cohesive theme while maintaining the amazing classic hunter look.
Control points are a big part of the open world. With Brooklyn, we've taken them one step further. Based on faction ownership, players can expect a different challenge every time they encounter the same control points. Each hostile faction has its own unique ingredients. The Cleaners have the Purple Flame, while the Rikers also have some surprises up their sleeve. Players can expect to encounter those new ingredients in every control point in Brooklyn. For players wanting a bigger challenge, increasing the global difficulty will also have an impact on the amount of ingredients that they encounter in the control points. Smart Cover returns in Battle for Brooklyn as a reimagined skill for PvE and PvP. Using the Smart Cover will reinforce cover, grant buffs to offense and defense, and enhance pulse resistance for all allies.
Players can choose between two variants, the Precision Smart Cover and the Fortified Smart Cover. Both variants have some stats tuned differently for PvP.
In the DLC, we have a new exotic mask called the Catalyst. And it's actually perfect against the Cleaners, as it gives bonus for dealing and receiving status effect damage. So while burning, you can maintain ADS without disruption. When doing the effect for the Catalyst, we wanted to invoke the feeling of a dying fire. So when you move, the air stokes the fires, causing the mask to flare up more and more the faster you go. But when you stop, the fire slowly dies and only smoke remains.
Battle for Brooklyn launches on May 27, 2025. The DLC will be available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. For those of you who already own The Division 2, Battle for Brooklyn will be available as a standalone product for €14.99. The Battle for Brooklyn Deluxe DLC will also be available, including exclusive cosmetics. You can visit Ubisoft Store to see the options and wishlist the DLC. If you have friends who don't own the game yet, let them know that the DLC will also be available for new players in our new Gold Edition and Ultimate Edition, giving them immediate access to the main game, Warlords of New York expansion, and the Battle for Brooklyn DLC in May. No matter through which edition you decide to get the DLC, it comes with a level 40 boost, allowing you to jump right into the Battle for Brooklyn campaign, and 50 stash space slots, also accessible in the main game.
Working on the Division 2 DLC was an exciting challenge for us.
We're thrilled to be bringing players back to New York, and we can't wait for you to play the Battle for Brooklyn DLC.
Thank you for watching.